What are some cheat codes you've found in the game of life? No one stops a guy or girl carrying a pizza. It can get you backstage to concerts. Walk with a purpose. For some reason, people think you're busy and you don't get hassled. If any website offers a percentage coupon code like 10% off, try higher values like 20% off. They often have them. When someone says something true, say you're right, not I know. It'll make them feel better and you've still shown everyone how awfully clever you are. If you are punctual, smartly dressed, and quite friendly, you can actually get pretty far in most jobs without being that good at anything or trying very hard. I am an assistant teacher in a preschool. Asking if kids can use their sitting muscles and listening muscles during circle time makes the kids want to show me how strong they are. Take a $1 bill and flip it over. Now tape a $5 bill and tape it to the end of the upside down single with as little tape as possible to make it secure. Now feed the $5 bill into a change machine. The coin machine reads the 5, gives you quarters, then reads the upside down single, rejects that, and boom, you got yourself a felony. You become the people you surround yourself with. If you're genuinely pleasant to be around and you show up when it counts, people will let you get away with a lot of slacking off. Compliment your children with you are a hard worker and not you're smart. Studies show that kids who think they're hard workers outperform kids who think they're smart. If you tuck a chicken's head under its wing and wave the chicken in a circle, it will automatically fall asleep. It's not a very good cheat code, but it's still a cheat code to get you sleeping chickens. I cannot overstate how much dressing well and being well groomed will impact your life. It'll drop the difficulty by 2 or 3 levels. No joke. People will treat you vastly differently. The opposite is also true. You don't have to always give away the recipe. By that I mean, don't over-explain yourself. If you can't do something 9/10 times, it's okay to simply say unfortunately I'm not able to do that. Can't swing it this time. etc. You don't have to go on and on about why, or make up reasons and list them off. Over-explaining just ends up looking more suspect than simply being clear and concise. Ask questions about everything. Ask people about themselves. Be open about stuff you don't understand, and ask questions about that. When you forget someone's name, own up to it and just ask them. I am amazed at how many people won't acknowledge even a tiny amount of ignorance, or won't show honest curiosity about something, can't admit they've forgotten something they feel is important, and won't ever ask for help. Guys, your life becomes so much easier if you just drop the ducking ego and ask. As an adult you can tell almost any kid who is running to stop running and they will. Underpromise and overperform. Say you'll achieve less than you think you will and then do more and everyone will be impressed. Works well at a job. I have a heated throw blanket in my living room in the winter. I wrap my coat up in it, crank up the heat, and in a few minutes, my coat is toasty warm so I can brave the coldest day. Not a cheat code, but an Easter egg. If you ask someone if they know all the words to I'm a Little Teapot, around 80% of the people you ask will start singing it. Half of those will do the gestures. When married, don't stop treating your significant other like you did when you were trying to win them over. It is a great way to show them you're still as infatuated with them as you were when you first met. Just be nice, particularly to people in the service industry, your job, your personal interactions. Even your calls into customer service will go 100% easier if you're just nice to people and recognize that they're probably just trying to do their job, not screw you over. The correct response to any compliment is thank you. You can then follow it up with a comment if you'd like to continue the conversation. If someone likes your dress, thank you. It has pockets. If someone compliments your art, thank you. I've been practicing. If someone asks if you're a professional singer because you have a good singing voice, thank you. I just sing for fun. Not only does it make you seem confident and self-assured, it tells them that they are right. That's a friendly thing to do. This even works if you don't believe the compliment. Saying, "Oh, no, I'm ugly," when someone compliments your appearance not only tells them that they're wrong, It makes you think of yourself as ugly. A better answer would be, thank you. I really appreciate that and I don't always believe it. So hearing that from you helps. Faking confidence usually leads to actually being more confident. I love the phrase fake it till you make it. It's incredible how much success is a byproduct of just acting confident about whatever you are doing. If you admit you're wrong and make changes to whatever it is that you're wrong about, people will respect and appreciate you more. Unfortunately, this requires the swallow ego pill patch installed. Without this, you will be incapable of being a civil person. Pause like wait. When asked a question or engaging in idle conversation and someone is speaking, do not immediately begin your reply when they stop speaking. They usually aren't done. And in the case of questions, most people aren't finished, and if you give them time, they usually provide the answer to the question as well. So yeah, listen as well. You can borrow almost all of your textbooks from the library as a college student because of modern book rental agreements most colleges have. WorldCat allows you to be linked to almost any library in America. And all you have to do is find your book in the system and fill out a request form at a library and it should be there in a week. I've saved probably $2,000 doing this in my first 2 years of college. I had a professor in college who, while lecturing, suddenly let out a huge fart. Without pausing, he turned his head as if talking to someone behind him, said "Jess under heat," and continued lecturing as if nothing had happened. It immediately defused any potential awkwardness and embarrassment, and I vowed to use the same strategy if the same thing ever happened to me in front of a large crowd of people. If you have no complaints about your food service staff at a restaurant, ask to see the manager and pay a compliment and a thank you about the server host staff. Usually people want to see a manager to complain, and a compliment is nearly always welcome. I've gotten countless free drinks, appetizers, chips % off my bill, all for just making a polite comment to management. Reddit, thanks for the Reddit gold, kind stranger. When I was in my old 500+ person building, I kept a stack of papers on my desk. When I was bored, or got tired of sitting down, I'd get up, grab my stack of papers and walk around. I called them my walking papers and did this for months. Got a lot of head nods and not one question the entire time. People always assumed I was on an important mission, but nope, not in the least. PS. Worked on the executive floor wing, too. If you're physically attractive, you can get away with a lot of it. Once you unlock often at giving a duck about other people's thoughts, you basically double your mana indefinitely. Doing your own research, especially on the important stuff, you would be amazed about the bad information people use to make life choices. The remain silent dialogue option is useful, even if you have to scroll down to find it. It can keep you from failing or getting locked out of certain quest lines. When my daughter was little and still believed band-aids cured things, one time she had a bellyache, so I put one on her belly and it made her feel better. Power of placebos. Also, people like talking about themselves. When you meet someone, just ask them questions about their lives or the things they've done. If you have enough questions, you won't ever run out of things to talk about during the conversation and they walk away feeling heard. Plus, then you know more about them and next time you see them you will have even more to talk about or follow up on. Hey, last time I saw you were mentioning this thing at your job. How did that go? Etc. No matter what your bedtime and wake up time is, stick with it. After a decade of being that person on Facebook at 3 AM and off to work 4 hours later, I started to view sleep as an enjoyable activity, not a chore. Game changer. Mornings are never a drag. If I have trouble sleeping, I can make up for it the next morning without ducking up my whole day. When it's your bedtime, turn off the lights and wait. And don't touch your ducking phone or your computer. Don't get out of bed, wait. When your alarm goes off, get up. Repeat for 2 weeks. Enjoy a better life. Be born into a wealthy family. You can mute the self-checkout kiosks. Not asking or talking about drama going on at the workplace. Sneeze on your knuckles before a fight to inflict poison damage. Several times in life I've cold called a company to confirm my interview time. I didn't have one prior to my call, but in their confusion and inability to even find my resume, I've managed to secure an interview about 4 out of 5 times. Twice I've gotten the job. Believe in yourself. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's true. When you believe in yourself, anything is possible because you are no longer bound to the expectations of others. Your life truly becomes your own. Close runner-up would be awareness over your thoughts and emotions. More awareness. More control. Less reactions. More happiness. Set the do not disturb feature on your phone to turn on from 10 PM to 7 AM. You will sleep so much better without constant notifications from emails, games, or your mother-in-law who wants to send a group message at midnight because she is in a different time zone. If you have people you want to be able to reach you, family, girlfriend, boyfriend, you can make a special list that will let only their calls messages come through. Mirroring people's body language and tone of voice will make them comfortable with you quite quickly. If you're bald and shave your head, you'll be mistaken for an angry skinhead and panhandlers won't ask you for money or cigarettes. Say thank you instead of I'm sorry in most situations. Thank you for your patience is much better than I'm sorry I'm late. If you're at a bar and want a girl's number, don't ask for her number. Instead ask for her Snapchat and they will 99% of the time agree regardless if you're ugly, undesirable, etc. Hit them up the next day and see how it goes. I've had good results doing this. Edit. Not that I'm ugly or undesirable. My mom says I'm handsome. Smiling is ducking magic. You can hear a smile through the phone. And of course people can see it on your face. People often return a smile with a smile, which spreads positivity. Smiling can actually make you happier, which is a nice feedback loop to be in. Fake it till you make it. Smiles and confidence will open doors for you in life. Full stop. If you work Monday, Friday, spend a small amount of time on Sunday afternoon, evening sorting out your lunch for the week. I batch cook a pot of something and portion it out into 5 containers. It saves a ton of money. It's usually healthier and it saves time having to make something quickly each morning because you can just grab a container out of the fridge and go. Niceness gets you everywhere. I get freed from being nice. And no, it's not because I'm a cute girl, because I'm not. I'm an overweight, balding man. People respond to niceness. I've befriended the Comcast customer support person. I've befriended the most disliked, crotchety person in our office. I get special treatment at my cafeteria because I treat the service staff like actual human beings. I get fees waived because I ask nicely. Be nice. It costs little and is worth a lot.